Hi, in this film we're going to talk about dehumidifiers. We've got the Seago Smart Dry 2 and the Meaco DD8L Junior. They are slightly different, so I'll just take you through how they sort of basically operate and the differences with them. So the Smart Dry 2 is a compressor dehumidifier, so has a great big powerful fan which is linked to the compressor, and then a humidity sensor. So when you set the level on the sensor, it will just aim to pull as much moisture out of the air as it can based on the levels you've set. It's got a 1.8 litre reservoir in the back, but also does come with a drainage hose, so you can have it running the whole time. And if that's the case, it can, in theory, pull up to 12 litres a day. It's limited by its temperature range. So it can work between 5 degrees C and 35 degrees C. So when it's cooler overnight or all the time through, sort of the winter period, it's worth considering operating this with some form of heater on board your boat to try and keep the ambient temperature up. The Meaco does work differently to that. It's a desiccant dehumidifier, and unlike the Seago, doesn't have such a problem with temperature range, so it can work between 1 degree C and 37 degrees C, and that's because it has its own heater, so it heats the air around it by 10 to 12 degrees, and the idea being that obviously therefore it can pull the moisture out of the air using absorption. The other thing that the Meaco has is a sort of an intelligent sensor. So it runs for 5 minutes and will sense the air and taste the air, for want of a better word, and check the moisture levels. And if there isn't too much moisture in the air compared to as in what you've set it, it will just turn off. And then half an hour later, it will come on again and try again for another 5 minutes. So in an hour, it might only have to run for 10 minutes. So it will save you, power on your electricity on the pontoons. Both of them have a sort of a cut back in. So if the pontoon power drops out for any reason, or your shore power drops out for any reason, when it comes back on, they will both just re-kick in and start working again. So you don't have to worry, even though they look like they have a sort of electrical switching, not a mechanical switch, they will both restart if there's any power failure. The Meaco's got a 2 litre reservoir, but doesn't come with its hose as standard. You would need to purchase that as an extra piece. It's only a couple of quid, but this is the complicated bit to which I don't know the entire answer. It says 8 litres a day on the box, but because it's a desiccant dehumidifier, that apparently is an equivalent to 16 to 20 litres if you're using a compressor dehumidifier. So those are the sort of the key differences between the two, and hopefully that will help you make a decision.